When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan of Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, he showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback gets enough. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires to the middle. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
On the ground, it's Buckley. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The play action fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Rutgers offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards, and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking for room. It's Duke. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
And the Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Schultz. Firing to the right, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Black.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Duff. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll send out the kicker here. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Finds his man. It's Moulton. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unleashes one. It's caught. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You hear this all the time, but you've got to be able to tackle the catch. Limit yak, right? I know that ball wasn't thrown deep down in the field. As soon as that guy caught it, though, down he went.
Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
They'll go to the ground. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Using his feet to buy time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4. Over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's take a big picture program perspective on Rutgers. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Schultz. Finds his big tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Duff. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Moore. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Priestcorn. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake. Big fella moving. Touchdown Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Schultz. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
DB's right up on the receivers. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Rutgers! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in defense, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese. And
always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the grab over the middle. And he's wrestled to the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Hester. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Buckley. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone and not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Blake.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to pass. It's Schultz. That's caught. It's Black. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. No good place for a turnover, but this one is particularly bad, and they've got it at the 20-yard line.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
This offense has it with really good field position. The lone back's got it. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 0 with the carry.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And the Scarlet Knights Need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. A nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Bring in the heat. He's got it. First down and more. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They just keep firing. He's got it on the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Bringing it out. And the returner will be dragged down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Black.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in a pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Schultz. Grab near the marker, it's Duff. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Breaks the tackle. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got a little space. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Black. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Jamison. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Scarlet Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. The defense making the play to drive in the dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock.
And you thought for a second that is exactly what this offense wanted, right? Get the ball out of your own end zone. The running back gets it, gets some yards, but he coughs the football up on a horrible spot on the field.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Cole. Turning it on! Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Cole.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games, so you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Schultz. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.